What's up, everyone? Today's review is going to be about a website called 9university.com. Come join me as I do a deep dive into the company and see if this checks out or if it gets flagged as a scam. So going to 9University's landing page, it seems to have a lot of traces of those get-rich-quick websites, you know, the ones that just want to grab your credit card information really quickly and sign you up for some subscription. You know, you see these red buttons telling you to click here, click here, click here, background on who the founders are, and of course the success stories. But you know, these are also effective marketing techniques that legit companies use as well. So calling it a scam without doing some research just really wouldn't be fair. I knew I needed to do a little bit more digging, and there was no better place to start than by clicking on
this big red button.
Before I continue to discuss what the big red button led me to, let's backtrack a bit and go back to the landing page. Specifically, I want to look into the two people who started this company. We've all heard stories about college dropouts that made millions by doing some remarkable online business, and now they're offering you the opportunity to learn their trade secrets for marginal costs, that is. Despite trying to be objective, the jaded part of me was really expecting these two guys to be peddling some type of snake oil. I've just seen it so many times, so that's kind of what I was expecting going into this. So their names are Kale and Taylor. I actually found their marketing to be kind of funny. They said they're just two normal guys that reject guru crap, which honestly, at the time when I read it, it made me laugh. But I knew I needed to do a little bit more digging to see who these guys are and see if they're people that you could actually trust. I searched for news articles about them, and I couldn't really find anything other than blogger reviews of the 9University website, which I know bloggers, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. You don't know if someone's just writing something because they're getting paid to do it, or if they actually have tried the product. Most of the blogs that I found were just, seemingly random ones I haven't seen before, although this isn't really my area that I would be an expert in. One of the blogs actually came from a harvard.edu blog page, so that was pretty significant, and I think that was probably the most credible one I found. And one thing that I did notice is that out of all these blogs, I didn't see any negative reviews of the website. One of the blog reviews actually listed the full names of Kale and Taylor. It's Taylor Hiat, I believe, and Kale Abrahamson. So using the information I found on that blog, I was able to dig up a little bit more information on who these two guys are. What I was able to conclude is basically they're both normal guys in their mid to late 20s. Kale played college basketball at Northwestern, and Taylor seemed to have an old prom photo online. So yeah, again, I did some extensive searching on Google and DuckDuckGo, and I couldn't really find anyone associating either their names with the word scam or anything like that, which is definitely a good thing when conducting a review for a website like this. So on one of the blog posts, ippy.com, one good thing that I pulled from this is it kind of examined the costs of 9University, and that's just under $2,000 at $1,997. And another blog gave me more information about how much this would actually cost. They said you need $2,000 for classes, a couple more $1,000 for purchasing products that you're going to sell, and then a couple more $1,000 for buying advertising. So what I was pulling from third-party information, again, not coming from their website specifically, is that it's not really this get-rich-quick scheme. It seems to be more of an actual business training class or course. But there was still that red button that wanted my credit card information, right? I will get to what happened with the red button, but I also think that we have to address the success stories that are listed on 9University.com. The one thing that I didn't love when I first saw the first success story, of course, it's two good-looking people who made nearly $1 million using what they learned from 9University. So when I saw the first success stories, I wasn't really taking the bait at first, but I read more into it, and honestly, I really couldn't fault them here. After I clicked on the success stories, there wasn't any fine print, there weren't any asterisks next to facts, and it seems like these weren't really highly produced graphics that they used. It looks like actual screenshots that shows the evidence of people making big sales on Amazon. Again, that could be altered, but it does look legit to me. One thing I hate when companies do is manipulate data to mislead people who are reading it. And to their credit, when they present their data here, they clearly read under it in large font, explained how they came up with these estimates. They said that they took the monthly earnings and multiplied them by 12 to get the yearly estimate. Now, anyone who is going to be making money in sales month by month, it's going to fluctuate. So if you take your best month and multiply it by 12, obviously that's going to be much better than taking your worst month and multiplying it by 12. The only thing that bothered me a little bit was that this reference to signed testimonial forms, which I can't find on their website. I don't know if it's supposed to be somewhere that I'm just not looking, or it could be right in front of me and I just missed it when I was skimming the website, but I really have no idea where that's supposed to be. So after I did that research on the founders and looked up the testimonials and the blogs, I'll be honest, I was feeling a little bit better about this site, but I was still not convinced that it's 100% legit. Like, there could be websites out there that aren't scams, but also don't really offer high quality content that would be worth your money. And I was still holding off on clicking on that
big red button,
because I was fairly confident that once I clicked on that button, it would lead me to the checkout page that would ask for my credit card information. And I was really hoping that that's not what I would see. Because, that's just how a lot of those scam websites work. They draw you in with a decent homepage and story and success stories. But in the end, there was no avoiding it. The button needed to be clicked. So with ad blockers on and using an incognito browser, I hovered my cursor over the button and I clicked. I was pretty shocked at what happened next. What showed up next was a 20-minute training video that I was required to watch before I could even get to the sign up page. Literally, the button that you click to sign up doesn't appear until you finish watching the video. And trust me, I tried to just skip to the end of the video to bypass this just to see what would happen, and that button would not appear until the video was over. Take a minute to imagine that. Rather than trying to herd visitors into the fastest checkout, they require people to watch a 20-minute video to make sure that you're dedicated enough to join the program. Imagine if you went into a grocery store and rather than allowing you to go straight to checkout and pay for your items, the grocery store made you watch a 20-minute video that really questioned if you're buying healthy food or the amount of food that you're buying is like a fiscally responsible decision to make. Trying to really make you second guess if you should proceed, which to me, that was a major step towards me thinking that this website and these guys are legit. In an era where everyone is trying to get me to sign up for subscriptions that are going to auto renew and charge my credit card every month, 9 universities seemed to make me prove I was interested in their product before I had an opportunity to even sign up for it. So when that training video was complete, I was able to click on that magical green button that appeared, and even then, I wasn't asked for my credit card information. Instead, it brought me to a calendar where I had to schedule a phone call with 9 University. And I was like, what? Do they actually want me to pay for this or not? I wasn't able to schedule my phone call today because of conflicts in my schedule, so that phone call is going to be tomorrow. And that's where I hit a bit of a conundrum. Due to my work schedule, I needed to finish this video today, but I don't have a phone call with 9 University until tomorrow. This will be part 1 of the review that I do. And once I have this phone call with them tomorrow, I'll follow up with part 2, where I'll try to gain more information from the phone call. And then after my phone call, I'll be able to complete the review. So I started off this video by honestly thinking I was going to be reviewing some kind of site that overall either was a scam or just not worth my time. But again, I didn't get to fully vet the website yet, but at first glance, this seems pretty legit. I'm going to see how the phone call goes, and I'm going to do a little bit more digging for part 2. If you see this video before part 2 comes out, please leave any questions you have in the comments, and I will try to include all of that in the next video.